don't want, we don't want, we don't wanna never end. We don't wanna never, we don't wanna never end. It's like our life is just beginning. You walking out, you coming back.
Hi you guys, it's Felicia
and Dimitri.
This video is going to be about Serenity, her journey and the reason that she was a preemie and why she was born early and everything that took place for us.
I mean, it was a lot of stuff that took place. It wasn't like, how do you say, like a normal pregnancy in a sense. It wasn't like how people picture it would go in a sense.
So first off, I'm going to say how everything started at the 18-week scan. If you don't know, if you've never been pregnant, usually between 16 to 18 weeks, they will schedule for an ultrasound to see the baby and find out what you're having. So basically, I found out I was having a girl, and I texted her dad because he was at training for work.
Yeah.
To let him know we were having our daughter, and within 5 to 7 minutes after finding out, I noticed that the text, she kept going over the same spots, kept remeasuring everything. So I kept asking, what's going on? Why aren't you saying nothing? Is something wrong? With text, ultrasound text, they cannot diagnose you with anything. Only the doctor or the physician is the one who can medically say something is wrong.
Right. Just to kind of make that, long story short, it basically was saying that she was going to be, dwarf, like have short stature in a sense, like her limbs were going to be shorter than they were supposed to be,
Right, and the medical term for it is skeletal dysplasia. Basically, that would mean, like he said, a dwarf. With skeletal dysplasia, it is a bone disease. If I'm not mistaken, there's like 100 different bone diseases. But with dwarfism, basically that's like the mildest bone disease you can have. With that, basically you can still live, but you're just going to have a difficult time with mobility and etc. Basically the little people. So once we saw him and he told me and my parents that such and such was wrong with her, she was going to be a dwarf. I said, how could this happen? I'm taller than the average woman. Her dad is 6'3". So I really didn't understand how could this possibly be happening.
And we had a lot of questions, but they were trying to just say, there's nothing that we could have did wrong. It wasn't nothing that, that we did in particular that caused this. It was just like when DNA kind of meshed together for me and her, or her and I. They just said it kind of happened like when it came to like chromosomes and all of that. It was kind of scary because it was just like, it's our first, child together. I mean, separate together, first child ever. So it was just like, what are you talking about? Like, she's supposed to be fine. Like, this is supposed to be like what we're supposed to find out, and she's supposed to just take her vitamins, and we're supposed to, get up out of there and just continue our day. But then it was just like, it threw a curveball into a lot of stuff that we were kind of like already thinking.
After we saw the doctor from that ultrasound, he sent me to a genetic specialist, and this genetic specialist in particular, I wanted to get another opinion, but because I was already past, I believe, 15 weeks, if you try to go to another OB or another doctor, that after a certain amount of weeks, you're not able to see another doctor unless your doctor give you a referral. And in my case, my doctor wouldn't give me a referral because of the hospital we were going to, that they said that they have a whole team under them. If something is wrong, they have genetic specialists under them. They have everybody that we needed to see, so there's no need for me to look for it anywhere else. So, anyways, so after we saw the genetic specialist, for some reason, because of Serenity's case and it was so rare and he saw so many things wrong with her every week when we went for a new ultrasound.
Yeah.
There was something new found.
Every ultrasound was like something. It was like, okay, first you find out about the bone thing. Then it was what it was. It was like
the fluid between her liver
and
intestines. He would say her heart is a tad bit bigger than the gestational age at the time.
Right.
It was 6 different things that they so-called said was wrong with her. The skeletal dysplasia, the TR18, 13. He wanted us to do an amniotic test. If you don't know what an amniotic test is, that's when they put a needle in your stomach and get fluid from your sac and do testing on it to see what's wrong with the baby, to see if there's what type of diseases the baby may have. With us, it took us a while because I was so stressed out. I was constantly crying. I was so worried about our baby. We decided to do the amniotic test, but our genetic specialist said since we're going to keep her, there's no need to do it anymore. So the thing was, you stressed me out to do the test, then I decided to do the test. Now you're telling us there's no need to do the test. So I think at about maybe 25 or 26 weeks, we just decided that we weren't going to see him anymore. We was just like, whatever is going on with her is what's going to go on with her. However she comes out is how she comes out. We're going to just prepare ourselves for the worst and hope for the best.
Right. Yeah, you know, we just kind of kept it in like God's hands. We kind of prayed. We prayed a lot about it. We were just like, we're just not gonna give up on her. If she is there, since she is there, we might as well just take whatever comes with it, without even knowing like the outcome, what it would be, if she would be normal everyday baby, or would she be, you know, somebody constricted to a wheelchair, somebody constricted to always needing help for something, or somebody that always needs. Yeah, we really didn't care, honestly.
So basically at that point we just said, however our kid comes out is how our kid comes out, and we're just going to accept her how she is and just do whatever we have to do as parents for her.
Right.
So, long story, also, it was like, I think it was like 28 weeks, 27 weeks around there. I was constantly having headaches. I was constantly just out of it. Like, he would go to work, he would come back, I'm still asleep, I'm still babe, I done ate, my head is still bothering me, I don't know what's going on. I done took a Tylenol, and so we decided to go to Publix, and I just decided to ask the pharmacist, what should I do? 28 weeks pregnant, I don't know what's going on, constantly having a headache, and she told me I should go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room, and it turned out that I had preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is high blood pressure in pregnancy.
Right.
So unfortunately, I didn't know what my number was. All I seen was the nurses, triage, everybody was just rushing around me. Everybody just rushed me to the back. They wanted to get me upstairs. Nobody really was saying anything until they really got me stabilized. So I found out that my blood pressure was like 170-ish, 175-ish over like 130. If you don't know, that's very scary. I could have went in shock. I could have died. My daughter could have died as well. So basically I was admitted into the hospital for about a week. About a week. And they said they wanted to keep me till I was at least 36 to 37 weeks.
Yeah, mine, she was already, what?
I was only 28 weeks at that time. So that was about, for 5 to 6 weeks, I was going to be stuck in the hospital. And I didn't want to do it. I did not want to be there for that long. So I ended up just leaving against medical advice.
It's not even funny.
It's not funny, but we decided that I was going crazy in that hospital.
Like by day
4 or 5, I was like, I can't take it. Because they were kind of moving slow. Like, I wanted answers. I wanted to know what was going on. They were doing tests. They were making me do ultrasounds. And it was just like, when I want to see my doctor, when I want to talk to my doctor, nobody wanted to tell my doctor. But the minute I say I want to leave against medical advice,
everybody coming in.
Everybody want to come in. Oh, mommy, no, you
now
can't
everybody
do it.
got time for everything. Now everybody want to talk. Now we getting head people coming in. Now
Head triage people, head nurses, like people. Oh, now they found doctors. Doctors was coming in now. So where y'all was at 2 days ago when I was looking for y'all?
Meetings that everybody was in. Now everybody free.
Not everybody can come. So yeah, we left against medical advice. They told me, mommy, this and that, baby can die, you can die, it's severe. If you guys don't know, when you have high blood pressure in a pregnancy, because the baby may come early, they will give you a steroid shot. And I know people like steroids. No, it's for the baby's health. It's for her lungs. It's for if she has to come early. It's to help her be able to breathe on her own. So I got one steroid shot while I was there. And in the long run, we found out that really helped her. Once she was actually finally born, it actually really helped her.
Like with her respiratory situation.
Yeah, she wasn't on oxygen.
She wasn't on oxygen when she first came. But those videos kind of, probably getting longer than we would like. That we thought it was gonna get longer.
But so yeah, left against medical advice. I lasted 2.5 weeks before maybe 3 weeks before I actually had her, before she was born.
Right.
Unfortunately. And once again, he was at work.
Yeah.
I was home. My back was killing me.
I gotta get the money, so I was at work.
My back was killing me. I was having sharp pains in my lower back. I couldn't go back to sleep. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. He came home and we went to the hospital. This time we went to where my OB was closer at, so that I would finally see my doctor. And that day was a crazy day. It turned and turned and turned. Everything we didn't want to happen happened.
Yeah, like her coming early, we didn't really want that, but it had to happen. Her, getting a cesarean, we didn't really want that. She wanted to push her out by herself, but all the doctors and nurses kind of was saying, it's the best option. We got to get her here fast. If we don't, she could pass away. So we just kind of, went with what they were saying at that point in time. But at the end of everything, when she was finally born, she was small. Yeah, she was 2 pounds 4 ounces. She was small. Kind of got big hands, so she was kind of like right here in the sense of like if I could hold her in my hand. So yeah, she was like to my wrist. But other than that, she was fine.
Other than her being small,
yeah.
Other than everything that was said, because of everything that was in my record, when she was born, I didn't see her for the first 24 hours because I was still under epidural and I was under magnesium, which is to help with the blood pressure. They wanted my blood pressure to go down. My pressure was still up significantly, and he was able to see her once he did come back to the recovery room. He showed me pictures of her, and it really sucked not being able to see your child when your child is first born in this new environment, not knowing anyone, and they have to risk her away and take her and do tests and make sure everything that this doctor said was wrong with her wasn't wrong with her.
Yeah, basically he was like wrong. Even like the liquid in her looked like liver, intestines, wrong. Her heart her heart was a tad bit, but it wasn't like nothing out of
the norm.
Right, nothing crazy. Her having like bone structure problems,
Dwarfism.
Straight wrong. So it's like it kind of put us in a stress in a whirlwind and all type of stuff for like weeks, months, and it just turns out nothing was wrong.
Fine.
Yeah. So I mean, doctors, they go to school. They read
As your
books.
medical provider, I have
And all
to
of
tell
that.
you this. I have to tell you that. That's all he kept saying. And we're grateful that she was okay, that she is okay. She's just small. She just was a preemie.
Yeah.
She wasn't on oxygen when she first came out. She was breathing on her own. You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, and at the end of the day, it was our first child, our first pregnancy. We really didn't expect for it to happen the way it happened, but everything happens for a reason. And at the end of the day, this is her story that we're telling you guys.
Yeah.
It's our story that no matter what you're going through as parents, you can get through it as long as you stick together, as long as you stay prayed up.
Kind of, you know.
Because I
to your
was
faith and
really
everything,
broken.
you know.
I was really hurt. I was crying every night. I was so worried. Like, what did I do? What did we do wrong to not have a normal child? And you know, sometimes you have to go with your gut and your instincts and just say whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and we're just going to go with the flow. And at the end of the day, after all the stressing, that's what we finally decided, and we was going to accept her no matter how she looked, and anything that was wrong, we were going to handle it.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew she was gonna be fine. I was always saying, you know, she's gonna be straight. She's gonna be alright. She's gonna be alright. But
And the
you know,
preemie life is a preemie life. It is a battle. It is an ongoing battle. There's moments where you're going to be walking out the door and then one thing comes up.
Yeah.
Then the baby has to stay another week, another 2 weeks, feeding problems, breathing problems, stomach problems. It's going to be so many things thrown at you. But
just to kind of get like a description, like she's 1 now, but she still fits.
we're not going to say what she fits, but she's the size of a 9-month-old.
Yeah. Like
The
you,
size of a 9-month-old. But she's getting there. Our baby's almost 20 pounds.
Hey,
Came a long way.
pretty baby, yo.
But we're going to end the video. The video kind of got longer than what we expected, but we wanted to give you a gist of what happened in Serenity's story.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to say?
Serenity the GOAT, man.
She's the GOAT. She made it through. She beat the odds. The doctor wanted us to X her out.
Yeah.
X her out. Like, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
your faith is stronger than the doctor. Remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys have a good day, and thank you for watching our video.
Thanks.
Bye.